So we sadly lost her. We lost her, y'all. Well, guys, it's never easy losing a dear family member, if you can call them that. You know, I don't generally fall in love with the animals. I don't usually bond with them much because I'm the one that ends up having to butcher them. And so, being the butcher around here, I let everybody else enjoy the animals. And when it comes time to butcher them, I have no ties to them. So I'm able to do what I have to do and put them on the table. But last year, you guys will recall, we had a sweet, sweet turkey, and I named her Tomina. Tomina was bought with 3 or 4 other turkeys. 2 of them died very shortly after we got them. And 2 survived. And now the 2 that survived, one of those was eating really well, and the other one, Tomina, was not. I would have to go in there every day and open her mouth up and physically have food in this hand, opening her mouth and literally pour food down her gullet. And that's how I kept her alive December through February. And I think it was March when she finally made that turn and started eating on her own and doing good. And so, but every day I had to go out there and feed her. And we didn't know when we bought them, but they were broad-breasted. And all that means is they are made like a Cornish cross, a broiler chicken, to get plump fast and to be butchered quickly. They're not for breeding. They're not for long-term keeping. And so when she ended up living, she would run. You know, after, we got her going on her own, she would run and she would see me and come running up to me and stuff. And as the summer progressed, she got bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time Thanksgiving rolled around, nobody wanted to eat her. Okay, I didn't want to eat her. Nobody here wanted to eat her. She was just too daggone special to us. She was kind of annoying because she would knock everything. Like, if you threw food out in one pile for her specifically, and she'd sit there and bully everybody out. I almost lay down and bull her feathers out like this around them, keep everybody else out. But she would go running and tackle everybody as soon as you, goodness, as soon as you dump out another pile, she'd come out and knock everybody else off of the pile. Even though she had her own pile, she would knock everybody else off of her pile. And so, that was something that was, funny, but it was aggravating as well. But it was very funny. And so, the other day she was fine. Come out 5 in the morning, fed everybody. Came back out about 1. And was doing some more chores around the yard. And I noticed her laying down behind the hay bale. You'll see in this picture here. She was laying down behind the hay bale, up next to the pigs, and I could see her moving. And she would take spells, and had been doing it since summer, late summer, early fall, where she was trying to lay eggs, and she was laying eggs. Had we had a male, she probably would have been bred. But she would take spells where she would shake really uncontrollably, and just act very weird. You could tell she was struggling, and so we tried to watch what we fed her as best as possible. We didn't want her getting any bigger, and you'll see here in a minute how much she weighed. It blew my mind how big that bird was. I was shocked, but we was trying to monitor her and trying to watch her feed and stuff, cut back on it and everything, and we did that. We were doing pretty good about it. But they're just not meant to live very long. They're not meant to live long at all. They're meant to be here for a very short period of time, be butchered, and be ate. And after we had found out that she was a broad-breasted one, you know, and everybody loved her, we just tried to prolong that, and we probably shouldn't have. We probably should have ate her. But if you'll see in some of these clips here, she had such a personality. There was just no way I could do that. She became my friend. She became my buddy. And like I was saying, I don't get close to birds. I don't get close to the animals here because my job is butchering them. Therefore, I can't get close to them, because if I get close to them, I'm not going to do it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'd have to be starving before I would butcher one of them if they were my friend or my pal, buddy, whatever, you know. And so the other day when I found her, I seen her twitching and moving, and I was like, oh no, what's wrong with her, you know? And I went over, and it was not in fact her doing it. It was the pigs grabbing her wing and pulling it through the fence. They were actively eating her wing. And so I grabbed her away from them and stuff. And the reason why they were doing that is because any birds that fall sick around here, not sick, but die. You know, let's say, you know, something gets in here and eats half of them or whatever, we throw them over to them. Any birds that, you know, die of old age or whatever, we throw them to the pigs. So that's the reason why they were eating them, or eating on Tomina. So I took her away from them, did weigh her. It was in kilograms. 25.6 kilograms was the highest number we got on there. I was trying to weigh it and video it. I didn't want to go in and say anything. So I did everything on my own because I knew that everybody would be sad, and I didn't want to do that right off the bat. And so I wanted to go ahead and weigh her and stuff. And she was 25.6 kilos, was the heaviest weight we got. I think that is translated over to 55.556 pounds. That is a big, big turkey. I thought she was about 40 pounds, but she exceeded that. And you can see I'm struggling in the video to lift her and weigh her. You know, trying to weigh her and video at the same time was very difficult. And I probably wasn't thinking right either. I could have probably done it a lot easier some other way. I just wasn't thinking about it. I was pretty upset about it. You know, I went and told the wife, you know, about it, and I said I almost gonna cry about it. You know, I was pretty upset that my turkey died. She was my buddy, she was my pal, and you know, first time we put her out and took her with me, you know, she was trying to eat the nuts and bolts off of my raised bed, and so you know, she was definitely a character and fun to have. Highly recommend you guys getting turkeys. They are something special. They are for sure special. Yeah, they're special. So you know, it's funny that an animal can touch you like that, right? Can be such a part of what you do and who you are and how you see things. But that turkey was funny. There's no, I mean, if you guys ever watched the Robin Hood, the Disney Robin Hood, you know the hen, the Maid Marian's lady in waiting on that, right? The big hen. and then she runs through like a football player, you know, in the movie, and she's knocking down the rhinoceroses and all that stuff. That was Tomina. Every time that I seen Tomina run through the yard, that was the picture I got, was of that hen running in that Robin Hood movie. And so she was special, and she meant something to all of us, and we loved her dearly. We're going to miss her. Going to miss her bad. And I don't think there'll ever be another turkey like that. I hope there is, but I don't think there ever will be, because we've had a couple other turkeys, and sadly they've gotten eaten or died. Turkeys don't make it very well around here. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try it again, I guess, at some point, probably this spring, and see if we can't duplicate it with another turkey, one that will live longer, not a broad-breasted, but a heritage breed, and see if I can't raise them by hand and get them to be like Tomina. So we'll see. But we just wanted to make a video about her, because she was special here, and we loved her. We really did love her. It was a pretty daggone cool bird. So, got anything to say, little buddy? Did you love Tomina? Yeah. She was a good bird, wasn't she?
I still miss her.
I do too. All right, so we're going to get out of here. We'll show you guys some things here, and yeah, we'll get off of here. So, we'll see you next time. Watch the rest of this stuff. This is for Tomina. Quit. No, squirrel. Squirrel, stop. Squirrel, stop. Guys, I don't know what happened to my Tomina, but stop, squirrel. Squirrel, stop. But she has crossed over on us. She was fine yesterday, happy and healthy, looking great, full of life and energy, and just wanting more food like always. And I just found her. She was even fine earlier this morning. At 5 o'clock this morning, she was fine. And I just found her this afternoon. She was out here. She's got a little bit of blood coming out of here. And I just found her laying down here by the pigs. The pigs had drug her through, quit, and ate a little bit on her wing there. I feed the pigs all the deceased things around here, just to keep predators away. So she laid right down here by the pigs, and they grabbed her wing and pulled it in and ate it. I don't know why she died. I'm very, very, very upset right now. That was my favoriteest bird on the farm, was Tomina. Y'all will recall some of the very fond memories that we've made with her, and putting raised beds together last spring, and she was eating the bolts and biting me and stuff, and I hand fed this bird all last winter. That's how she survived, and that's why we didn't eat her for Thanksgiving, is because she was my buddy. And even though I would have ate her, she was the kids' friend. Even more so, the kids got lots of enjoyment from Tomina. So this is going to be very, very hard on them. So it's part of homesteading. I hate it. It sucks. She was probably just gotten so fat that her organs failed on her, because that's what happens to these types of turkeys. Will you stop? No. That's what happens to these types of turkeys. They're like broiler chickens. They just get so big that they eventually die. And I would say she's about 40 pounds, right at it. She's a pretty hefty bird. So I might try to weigh her real fast and see what it says on her. But I am very sad right now, because I did like this bird a lot. So we're gonna give her to the pigs so she won't go to waste, and no predators will come. And I guess we'll try to start this journey all over again, looking for a new Tomina. But none are going to replace this one. She was a heck of a bird. So Tomina, thank you for all the good memories, the fun times. This is a memory to you, Tomina. A memory to you. All right, guys. Trying to film with one hand and lift it with the other. Let me see here what I can get down here. All right, here we go. Up. All right. There you go. There it is. 22. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Y'all can see she's heavy. Where are you going? Tomina? Where are you going, Tomina? Come back, Tom. Come back, Tomina. Come back, Tomina. Come on. Come on, let's run, Tomina. Let's run. Come on, Tomina. Run, Tomina. Run, Tomina. Run, Tomina. Run, Tomina. Run, Tomina. Run. Run, Tomina. Run, girl. Get your exercise. Come on, Tomina. Come on. Hey guys, we're in the middle of a horrible blizzard. Everybody's tucked away in here. During these cold winter storms, what we like to do, we like to get grub terra, black soldier fly larvae to our animals. Guys, you can see how much these animals love grub terra. They really, really enjoy it. They appreciate it a lot. It's not just a wonderful snack. Again, it's also a very helpful way during these very cold times to keep them up in their protein and stuff. So guys, go on over to Grub Terra. There's a link in the description. You guys can use that link. Go over to Grub Terra today and get you some right now, especially if you're in these cold winter months where it's very, 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 very cold, unusually cold here in West Virginia. See you guys. Design that we're going with here. So you just line up your holes and you'll get a screw and your nut, and you put it right here like that, and you put it together just like so. Now, hey buddy, buddy, yeah, you like pecking on that? You don't know what it is, do you? Huh? You know what it is, do you? This is my new buddy, my new yard companion. I kind of like the turkey. Feel sorry for it. Hey, you can't eat me. That's my hand. Hey, that's my fingers. That's a nut. You can't have the nut. Hey, give me the nut back. Give me the nut back. You can't have that. Go on. Hey. Hey. That you can't have the nut. You're a crazy thing. Hey. You can't have that. Well, eat all you want. That daggone bird tried to eat that nut. I hope that got that. You crazy thing. You crazy thing. It had it in its mouth and was going to take off with it. Let's see. Scoot y'all back a little bit more so y'all can see a little bit better. This turkey's a character. I mean, a character now. We're going to put the rest of that here in just a second. I'm just trying to get these aligned real quick, and then we'll put the rest together. Now you want your you want your nut on the inside and the screw head on the outside. What are you doing, turkey? What are you doing, turkey? No, you can't have them. All right. There's that. So there's that end right there. Now again, it's not put together completely. It's just we just did that to hold it for now. And we're getting ready to do this end real quick, and then we'll do the centers. Get those done. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Let me see here. Huh? What are you thinking on, buddy? All right. So, let's see here. These actually would be pretty good for brooders. Just kind of thinking out loud to myself here. The size of these would be pretty decent to make some little old chick brooders out of. Hey, that's my finger. Hey, that's my ring. Don't you bite me again. One. No, you can't have the nut. Crazy thing. There's plenty of stuff in here to scratch for. What you ain't hungry, you're just curious. That's your problem. Not hungry, just curious. All right, there's one right there. Get this other one set up here. You're just gonna keep on getting me, ain't you? You crazy thing. That's my finger. You knucklehead. Hey. Really? It ain't nothing to eat, son. I'm trying to tell you. You can't eat it. No. Quit. All right. Get this side put together. Go over here. Start working on this side. they are that good. Yeah, I mean, the simplicity of putting them together, the the feel and the weight of these things, they're nice and heavy feeling. You know, so I have all the faith, and they're nice size too. They're not deceptive on the size. They are very nice sized. So I believe they're going to work just fine for us here on the homestead. Can't wait to really put them to use. We're going to put this one to use in here. Come on. So this one right here will be the first one that we'll start putting to use, and we'll show all the different ways that you guys can fill these up with different materials.
Don't forget to smash that like button, that notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And
And
subscribe.